Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for clicking the video. It means a lot that you guys keep clicking. If you guys keep clicking, I'll keep making. And we are continuing our new series, Stalking 42, where we look at one Survivor 42 cast member every single day until we get through all 18 cast members. As always, we'll look at their pregame interviews, as well as their social medias and EW bios, and try to get a sense for how they will do on the show. And today we're looking at Jonathan Young, a beach service company owner from Alabama who is on the Orange Taku tribe. And I just have to say, I love this guy. I think he's one of my favorite casting choices to come out of 42. So let's just dive into who he is. So before we even go into his social medias, let's just look at all of his pre-game content. So I'm just going to put together a little clip of all of his pre-game content, and here it is.
My name is Jonathan Young, and I own a beach rental business in Gulf Shores, Alabama. This is something for 14 years I've been planning on. I've basically trained for this moment. I spearfish almost daily, and I will contribute a lot in the challenges. I want to win more immunity challenges than anyone ever has. The first impression everybody's getting is going, look at this big guy. I wonder what he can do. But I don't believe that my size is the come-all be-all. I'm not gonna approach this game as a big guy. That's not my identity. My beach service life is I wanna serve you. That's how I make my money. So with my tribe, what I wanna do is serve. I'm gonna be leader servant. So if we have a stew, and this is me in the game, I'd get a little Southern hospitality, a little strength, a lot of service to my team, and I'd mix it all up, baby.
Things that I don't want the other players to know is that I was a swimmer at the University of Alabama and that I've broken a world record in pull-ups. If I can downplay my strength and downplay anything in my life that'll help me in the game, then that's the whole goal. My name is Jonathan Young, and I'll win Survivor because of my strength and my drive.
I'm not gonna lie. After seeing some of that stuff, because I just watched all of these as you guys did, and I'm really disappointed. He's talking like a goat right now. I'm not gonna lie. I thought going in that he could be this just big guy who wins challenges, but also has strategy on his side, and he just seems like he wants to play like a very old school game, which is not gonna work. I really hope that this isn't the player who he is, because if that's the case, then maybe he's a GOAT. I mean, this guy seems like the perfect GOAT, especially with the juries kind of voting exclusively female and exclusively person of color. It seems to me like maybe John is even more of a GOAT now with that. But then even before that, just his lack of strategical sense that it seems like he has, I think that could really serve him negatively if he doesn't put that in check and try and get his head in the game. Hopefully he's seen, like at least a few seasons, and that he's not just a recruit off the street, and hopefully he can tap into moments from those seasons and try and create some good gameplay. Because if not, if he's just like some random dude who's just a really big life personality, I mean, like I like that, I get that, but not for Survivor. Like there's like plenty of reality shows where we just want a gigantic dude with big muscles who's like really cool and nice dude. This is not the show for that. I feel like, to me, his overall attitude with the game is, I'm going to go in, I'm going to be a big provider for the tribe and win every single immunity challenge. To me, that's going to get you voted out at the end of the pre-merge, or as soon as you lose an immunity challenge post-merge. I don't really think that his gameplay is very sustainable, and that definitely worries me about his game moving forward. Moving to his Instagram, here's his Instagram. So we're looking at his bio just says 42, which again, this is kind of weird because he doesn't seem very excited. Like I've noted that a lot of winners in the past have gotten like really excited and put like Survivor 42 castaway member and like the 5 emojis or whatever. He seems to be a lot more chill about it, but again, maybe that's just his personality. He's an athlete, blah blah blah, world record. Okay, so he's really about this world record that he holds. He's really proud of it. He swam at University of Alabama, so he's definitely going to be good in challenges if he can make it post-merge. Let's go into his photos. So it seems like he's an all-American man. I mean, when you look at photos like this, how can you not think that? I mean, he's got the motorcycles, he's lifting. I mean, he's got freaking guns. I mean, this guy, he's got nuclear weapons on the sides of his torso. Yeah, he definitely seems to be someone who wears his personality and his strength on his sleeve, and I can definitely appreciate that. It seems like he volunteers with kids, like maybe in third world countries or second world countries. It seems like. So he seems like definitely like he likes to, again, like he said in his pregame content, to serve people. So that's a good thing. And then he is also him hanging out with the boys, I think. Yep, here we go. I don't know what he's doing in that photo. That just looks weird. Oh, yep, on the beach. Seems like that's his natural habitat. Yep. Makes sense. This guy seems like the all-American man who's also really cool. He probably volunteers with kids, or maybe that's kids coming from other countries to his beach service company. I really have no idea, but he says "my people," so I don't know. Yeah, but he seems to in some way volunteer for kids or with kids or something like that. And seems to be again, like he said, someone who's willing to serve others for their entertainment or for their hospitality or for their money. So yeah, it's interesting. He seems like an overall good dude. Obviously, no politics on here. Yeah, he just seems like a really chill dude, to be honest. Yeah, he just seems like a nut, but like in a very fun way. So yeah, I'm definitely curious to see if this personality, like this Rupert, like, helping people a lot and being really really nice and jolly, down to earth person, if that will help him in the game as far as like his personality or not. He's just shooting guns right now. Yeah, this guy's the all American man. He's literally like exactly what you think of when you think of like the best representation of what, like, an all American man is. I mean, he's got the big muscles. He's at the shooting range. He's driving motorcycles. He's on ships. He's on the beach. He's in the gym. He's got world records. He owns a business. All right, so this is the part of the video where we would usually move on to Twitter, but the issue with that is that his Twitter is non-existent, at least not one that I can find, and I'm pretty good at digging for this stuff. If you can find his Twitter, by all means put it in the comments so that people can get a sense for what he's like on Twitter. Hopefully it's not like like crazy or whatever. I'm sure it's not that crazy. He doesn't seem to be big into politics or big into arguing with people, so I doubt there's going to be anything on his Twitter, even if he had one, and that's probably why he does not have one. It's because that's what Twitter is for. So instead of looking at his Twitter, I'm going to look at his personal website that he has in his Instagram description. As I scroll up here, it essentially says his youngstrength.com. So let's go check that out. It seems to be him in the gym. He's playing with kids. I'm guessing his little thing that he does. I can't tell if he gets paid for this or not. Like, maybe it's his business where he like mentors kids, where like parents can pay or whatever. But it doesn't seem like he's mentoring like these kids who have super duper rich parents or something. Like, it's not like preppy kids. So maybe it's volunteering. I really have no idea. But it is a business. So I'm just wondering how he gets paid from this. Okay, so let me go to About Us. So at About Us, he says, Young Strength strives to help people find their true purpose and ways for them to use their gifts to help others. Blah, blah, blah. Our goals to help the helpless and defend the defenseless. We believe God created each one of us with different strengths and abilities. Okay, that literally gave me nothing. It seems to me like, it's just, he's talking about like how he used to like the WWE. So it started by Jonathan to help guide others and to find their God-given purpose. Okay, so how do I get involved? Okay, why choose John Strength? Okay, so he sells products. Got it. But the products themselves are like, so the products themselves are for sale, but like his volunteering is maybe just to like market the products. I really don't know. Oh yeah, it is. It's a non-profit, so that means that he does not make a profit off of it. Okay, interesting. He donates so he donates his sales probably to those kids who he also likes to, the ones that he was calling his people. Okay. This is very interesting. It seems like he's a really, really, really like cool dude who's definitely has good intentions in life. And I think that if he won, he definitely put the money to really, really good use. Moving on to his EW bio. So his EW bio, obviously we've read this before, but we'll read it again. He is 29 years old, so he's not even 30 yet, and he's already doing all this stuff. He lives in Alabama. He's born and lives there. His occupation is, again, like I said earlier, a beach service company owner. His favorite hobbies are working out, spearfishing, and surfing, so he's obviously very outdoorsy. 3 words to describe you is endurance, devoted, mentally strong. Okay, and interesting. Pet peeves: wearing shirts, people who bully others, and people who are disrespectful. That's pretty much agreeable stuff. Biggest accomplishment, again, his world record that he always talks about, which is kind of getting annoying, just a teeny tiny bit. What's something that we would never know from looking at you? He can sing a rendition of The Little Mermaid. Interesting. Okay. His hero is Lex Luger. He's a man of God. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I think it's a wrestler, probably, from what I hear about, from his website and how you used to like wrestling a lot. Or why do you believe that you can be the sole survivor? He says, my athleticism will help me great in challenges. My wit and charm will help me outside of them. I'm very strong-willed and determined. I will not give up. Again, kind of a non-answer. Again, like, those things don't help people win Survivor. Those, like, being strong-willed and determined is great. It could even help you win, but it's not like a reason why you're gonna win. The reason why you're going to win is because you're, good socially, or because you're very self-aware, or you're aware of your flaws, or you're going to capitalize on this or that. Him just saying that he just wants it really, really bad, and he's really determined, and he's really, really good in challenges. That's not going to, win him the game. So I am worried about him playing, and I definitely want to see if he's going to change his game up when he comes into the game. Maybe he's putting on a facade pregame, and then he's going to come out and play super duper hard. I think right now I see him just being in an alliance and then just getting blindsided by his own alliance, either at merge or right before merge. And I definitely am not confident on him winning right now. So overall, my thoughts on him are as follows. I think that, to me, he is going to be our merge boot or pre-merge boot, where he gets voted out simply because he's just that good at challenges. I think that he could probably get in a majority alliance, as he's very good physically, which will help him pre-merge, because people are going to want to win challenges. Although nowadays, I mean, look at UA. I doubt that that's really that important to people and anymore. But I definitely am curious to see if he plays from the bottom or the top. I see him playing more from the top and then getting blindsided by his own alliance. I don't think that he's going to be bitter, and I do think that he could win a jury vote against the right people, as he does have that, oh, I'm a nice guy, I hate bullies, this, that, and he does all of this, charity work. So I feel like, and also the non-profit business. So I feel like, to me, he could win a jury vote, despite the fact that he is a white male who, obviously white males don't really win with these type of juries that we're starting to get now with season 41. This jury being exclusively we want a woman and a person of color to win. So I think he could be the rare exception to that rule. And I'm just not really confident on him as a player, but I am confident that he will be a fun character, and that while he's still there, he will give us great TV. And so that's what I think about Jonathan overall. Again, as I always say, none of this happens without you guys. Without you guys, I'm just a weird guy speaking into a weird microphone. If you have any comments to suggest new videos, put them down below. Again, if you guys suggest it, I'll probably get to it sooner or later, but at some point. Again, we're going to just continue this role that we're on, talking about new players. Next, we're going to talk about Daniel tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Again, we're just going to go through this entire cast, and each person will get one video. But if I do need to make a breaking news video about some new news that came out, or more in interviews, or if they released the first 2 minutes of the season like they did last time, then I will, just make that video and then continue our, Stalking 42 series that we have going on. But if that's all, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.